Hey gang, today I'm addressing yet another set of squat myths, or one big squat myth that needs to die. Check out the first video that I did on major squat myths that need to die, but this we're tackling yet another thing that's come to my attention. The idea is that the knees should not move forward. This whole idea of like lead with the hips, coming back, sit back into the squat. I see this a lot where people are like, all their weight is on their heels and they're like trying to keep their shin as vertical as possible. And they're sitting back, sitting back, sitting back, sitting back. This again comes from the world where we got like weight on our back or weight in front of us, because if we sit all of our weight back, the weight in our hands or on our back, we can lean forward and keep ourselves upright with this. This is why sometimes you'll see people when they're doing barbell back squats, they got what I call the barbell back squat bow. It's not a squat so much as it is kind of like a good morning squat deadlift sort of pseudo thing. But in the bodyweight world, aka the real world, that's not in an artificial construct like putting 500 pounds on our back, this doesn't fly. We need to do away with this, because if we put all our weight back there and all our weight on our heels, what's gonna happen? Boom, back we go. This is why a lot of times when guys who are used to barbell back squats, and myself included when I used to do a lot of barbell work, I'm like, oh yeah, pistol squats, oh yeah, narrow squats, easy. No, you just fall right back on your tuchus. Here's the deal, your anterior tibialis is the muscle here, okay? It pulls your knee forward. You want this. You want, in fact, this is what I'm saying. When you squat, get your knee as far forward as possible. Bring your knee, I want your knee going far out over the toes. Reach it, use that anterior tibialis muscle and pull the knee forward as much as you can and lead with your knees. Don't lead with your hips. Your hips are gonna fall in place anyway. Lead with your knees. Is this gonna be bad for your knees? No, it's gonna save your knees, because this is going to ruin them. Here's why. Remember, chain training, okay? Muscles are a series of chains, chain links, okay? And when you have a joint in this link, the joint is perfectly fine as long as you've got force going through your chains, through the joint. In this case, knee joint. So we got our quads. Okay? When we squat, if there's pain in the joint of the knee, it means that there's force going into it and it's staying there. Why is it staying there? Because this isn't working hard enough for the force to flow into the foot, around and through the knee, because we're trying to focus on keeping things vertical, which means this doesn't have to work nearly as much. So all the quadricep tension's going straight in the knee and it's gonna wreak havoc sooner or later. The bodyweight squat requires the knee to come forward, because you want your weight to come down and center of your foot. You don't want your weight on your heels. Don't lean on your heels. You don't want it on the ball of the foot either. That's where this myth comes from. People are like squatting, their heels coming up off the ground and everything, which I'm gonna address in the next video. But we want our weight, our center of gravity, over the middle of our foot as much as possible. The only way you're gonna make that happen is if the knee, I know this is looking like chicken scratch, oh man, but the knee's gotta come forward. The knee comes forward, your weight stays more over your foot, it's here, the force goes through your knee, you're more balanced, you're working your muscles a heck of a lot more safer, more effectively, more functionally. Everything is gonna be better from this. So take it from me, lead with your knee, open up that ankle. I'm gonna give you an exercise in the next video to help you improve this, and you're gonna be better off for it. Let me know if you have questions down below. Don't forget, I've got podcasts now on iTunes and Stitcher, and follow me on Twitter, like and subscribe if you're new here. Be fit, live free.